Witches. Sometimes they're a yes I would, sometimes they're a no I wouldn't, and sometimes they're a solid maybe. Maybe. Salem, Massachusetts is where this story begins. In 1692, this small Puritan town was apparently overrun by the cast of Charmed. For those of you who don't know who Puritans are, they were religious reformists that basically didn't like any kind of ceremony that wasn't in the Bible. And this put them into direct conflict with groups like Roman Catholics, as they didn't agree with their interpretation of Christianity. The same way I don't agree with this group's interpretation of a human face. What have you done? Just what have you done? For reference, the only mention of witches in the Bible is in Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Literally, just one line. Doesn't say anything about how to spot a witch, what the criteria is, if it includes men. But that's okay. I mean, no one ever misinterprets the Bible. So anyway, this whole saga started when some young girls started exhibiting strange behaviour, such as convulsions, spasms, and trances. And soon after, other villagers started showing similar symptoms as well. A village doctor conducted a careful, scientific examination, and his diagnosis was, it's witchcraft! And thus began the Salem witch trials. By May 1693, 19 people had been hanged, several died in jail, and a 71-year-old man was pressed to death with heavy stones. Not entirely sure where in the Bible that ceremony comes from. I think it's somewhere in the back next to where it says you can't use toilet paper on weekends. In total, the amount of people accused of witchcraft was roughly the same number of people who still enjoy Adam Sandler movies. About 200. So where does the bread come in? Well, in 1976, Dr. Linda Caparel of the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute found evidence that the conditions exhibited by the townsfolk could have been caused by ergotism, which is a disease caused by fungus found on rye bread. Ergot forms in the rye if there is a harsh winter and a damp spring, which looks to have been the case in Salem at the time. So, as they didn't know any better, they simply consumed the fungusy bread, became infected, and ended up scaring the bejesus out of everyone. And it's likely this bread theory holds up, because you know what else can be made from ergot? LSD. In conclusion, either these poor people were completely innocent of being demon-possessed sorceress witches, or there is no or. They were innocent. There's no such thing as a... Sorry, don't know what happened there. There's no such thing as a witch. Or is there?